everybody, and welcome to another one of my YouTube videos. Today I've got a game for you in the M46 Patton. We're here on Prokhorovka encounter. As you can see, it's pretty favourable matchmaking. There's only 3 tier 9s on each side, and this is actually my last game in the Patton before I elited it. So yeah, it worked out pretty well. So on Prokhorovka encounter, because I'm playing a medium, we start off on the far sort of western side. I'm going to aim to push to get to F6 to sort of just, play there. That position allows you to get shots at, all locations of the map, and with the Patton sort of view range, it'll hopefully spot quite a lot of the enemy tanks. So I've pushed that way. As you can see from the minimap, a lot of our team are going towards the hill. We're quite light on the 1 and 2 lines, but the encounter cap point is there at F7 and 8, so you really want to bulk your forces to be on that side of the map just in case the enemy start capping. So it's a pretty good split. Spot a couple of enemy tanks there on the other side of the ridge, the Bulldog and the Indian Panzer. It could be a problem because I'm only here by myself, so I don't really have any support, so going to have to be careful. There is no artillery in this game, which is another great thing for me. That's one of the problems that you can get when you're sort of loitering around in this area. If there's arty, they will take pot shots at you, so got to be careful. Right, our team are slowly climbing the hill. They are on the 0 line, so that means I need to get into position to try and start firing on any enemy tanks that are sort of climbing the hill for the at E0. So enemy E75 spotted in the distance. I've been spotted myself by this Oni, probably. Push up, he's not looking at me, he's aiming for the hill, which allows me to get a 423 damage shot into his side of his turret. And that's one of the good things about the Patton's gun. The alpha damage is amazing. Your reload is pretty good, but there are downsides, and one of the downsides is the gun's accuracy. As you saw there, pretty well aimed shot on the I6. No idea where the shell went, so try again. Take him out. Let's go to T50 spotted there in the distance. Try and line him up. Again, miss. Oh, spotted there, so roll back down. Don't take any chances. A lot of enemy tanks on the other side of the ridge. Get off the radar, roll up. There's the Tiger. He's a nice big blocky target for me to shoot at. Get a good shot into him. There's quite a lot of enemy tanks trying to climb that hill, which is great for me because from this position you can just keep firing. Fire at that what looked like a Sherman. He disappeared just as I fired, so Tiger is running away. There's another Tiger 2. There's an ISO 152. Just keep firing. ISO gets taken out. There's a Bat Chat up there as well. He's got a small target, and the gun misses again. Gets spotted, so pull back. Roll up again. As I said, this position is fantastic. If you can get, if you stay here and you're not attacked by anyone else, no one's putting pressure on you, you've just got perfect shots onto the sort of like position on the 0 line, so you can fire at them, and they're still going for it even though they're getting ripped apart from all the tanks that are back here. There's the ML1. He's quite a small target for me to hit, and the gun misses again. They're all staying there. Why wouldn't he? He's not been hit by anything. Second shot hits. Spot a pile of enemy tanks there at the base of the hill. There's this Tiger 2. Get another shot into him. As I said, the good thing about the Patton's gun is the alpha damage. I mean, when you do hit hard. But yeah, but you can see the disadvantage of this gun is that even perfectly aimed shots can just go all over the place. So managed to finally track the Sherman Ravioli there. and finally actually get a shot into him. He takes another massive 459 points of damage. Right, the enemy looks like they're backing away from trying to climb that hill. Our guys have pushed right up, but they're going to start getting shot from the enemy team who are camping further back. Spot this Skoda T50, who's not looking at me, which allows me to put a shot into his turret, and he gets taken out by the guys on the hill. Tiger 2 is backed right off. I'm trying to spot enemy tanks. No luck so far. The more I push up here, the more I put myself in danger. And one of the problems with the Patton is that it has almost no armour. I mean, you've got a little bit of angling on the turret, but it generally doesn't help unless they get a really sort of acute ricochet. Most shots will just punch straight through. So I'm not getting any joy on that side of the map. So I'm moving across to try and take out this Panther or Indian Panzer. If you can take him out, then that's the sort of ridge secured. Could get one big decent shot into him, which left him on a low percentage. Get hit there by the A75 and a tank destroyer, and also the Batchat, but he managed to ping off my turret. That hurt. So again, I didn't spot where the Batchat fired from, didn't spot where that Steyr Waffentrager fired from, so yeah, it's probably dumb staying here. Probably should move somewhere else. So that's what I decided to do. We're struggling to actually, get off that hill. Joined here by this Oho. He's on very low hit points, and he's just rolling right up into the middle. So if he gets spotted, he's just going to die. Yeah, he's been spotted. He's fired his shot, but yeah, Batchat's taken him out. So now we were in a situation where we sort of pushed up, but trying to sort of secure the rest of the map. It's still quite difficult on Prokhorovka. The enemy okay, finally got spotted something there on the ridge, but I don't think I've noticed yet. Okay, I noticed now, and it's the one of the smaller tanks, the VK3002D. Here I'm struggling to actually get a line of sight to him. Nope, too many houses. Okay, I'm going to push back to where I was before, because that was giving me much better shots. I'm not sure if that part of the ground is slightly higher than closer to the ridge, but yeah, there's the VK3002D. Get a good shot into his side. Again, I was actually expecting that shot to miss, but it managed to hit. And my second shot finishes him off. Okay, Sherman Ravioli is heading towards the cap point, as is RT95 and IS-3. Yeah, I think the Sherman's probably hiding behind some cover. Spot the enemy Steyr Waffentrager. Let's see if we can get a shot into him. Roll up, line him up, finish him off. The score is now 10-10. See, the game is sort of completely tightened up. We were in the in the lead, and it looks like we were quite comfortable. But trying to dig out the last tanks, if they're if you're not coordinated, can be a problem on this map, because there's so many good hiding places, and if you don't attack together, you can get picked off. So the score is 10-10. We've started capping. The cap point is up to sort of 58%. There's that T95. So the enemy have to. Oh, there's a Batchat. Not in a position to hit him, and I'm very wary of getting hit by that E75 again. So push back. Have been spotted. Cap is slowly ticking up. There's that E75 spotted off there in the distance. Sort of slowly rolling up. Side shot, and he disappears just as I fire. No idea if that hit or not. Got spotted again. Joined here by the Swedish tank destroyer, the IKV-90B. I've got a bit of support. If that Batchat decides to push on me, there's E75 again, but he's just too far. behind that little ridge. I can see just a little bit of him, but not enough. Okay, the enemy is starting to push in towards the cap to try and stop the decap. Here's the tiger. Take him out. Batchat's coming up. There's a panther, a jag panther as well. E75 has been taken out. The score is 12-10. We've got the lead again, but again, still these 3 tanks back here. 4 kills. Okay, V90B gets taken out by the Jag Panther. I've spotted him, I've been spotted. I've got to be careful. There's the Batchat climbing the ridge. Jag Panther hits me, I hit him in return. I can do these trades, I'm doing more damage than he will. My gun reloads pretty quickly as well. He fires, I hit him. Pretty low roll there. Hits me again, but I finish him off. I could have been a bit more careful there, but I just, we're now up to 90% sort of captured. Just 2 tanks left. Tiger 2's probably not in a good position to hit anything where he is, so it's probably just that Batchat left. T95, yeah, I think we're just going to cap out. Been spotted, probably the Batchat. Roll back behind the corpse of this Japanese tank. There he is, line him up, and miss. So yeah, 5 kills, and that's an ace-taking game in the M46 Patton. Also managed to get high caliber and Confederate. Also did 7,531 points of damage for 1,431 XP. So yeah, that was it's an amazing sort of last game in the M46 Patton.